So over here at the farm today, I hope everybody's having a good weekend. I didn't get nothing done Sunday because we had a little family get together. Yesterday got very little done. I was able to I didn't get the camera out here yesterday because I was just trying to get started, feeling real unmotivated. But we got a rake fixed, got it welded back together, so hopefully it'll hold up for hay season, which is great. I got my baler and my mowing machine. They're greased up. I used the mowing machine just a little bit yesterday, about 20 foot worth or something, just to make sure everything was running right and gonna work good. Like I say, it's been sitting outside all winter. I hope to one day get a cover shelter for all that stuff, but it is what it is. The baler's been undercover as far as a tarp goes. I had all the knotters and stuff like that covered up. Real important. And then disaster struck yesterday. So it was late yesterday evening, and I got one corner post that I didn't support when I was running the fence. My fault. I thought, well, it's pretty deep. It's about 4 foot deep. I thought, it's pretty stable. I can't move it at all. Feels good. So I went ahead and started pulling from it. Well, with the rain we've had and everything like that, it started weakening it up. So my plan was to go down there and use my loader bucket. I got some 4x4s that I made into a point, and I was going to push them down in the ground with the loader bucket, and I was going to push on that corner and run me some sports. Decent enough plan. Till I get down there and I start pushing it down in the ground. Everything's going good on it. And then I bumped it about twice, and just to get it right close, and my loader bucket hung. Like that. So basically, long story short is, the levers on this thing, when you push down, lifts the loader bucket up because it pushes the pin in on the controls. So when I went down with the bucket, I couldn't lift it back up, and it was solid, like it was something was catching. And I turned it off, and it broke free, just naturally. So I started back up, done it about 2 more times, and done it again. I could not, I mean, like full body weight on the lever, and it would not go, that pin would not go push in. So I started tapping on it, maybe thinking that, might be just some little something, piece of dirt or something in there. And I got it in far enough that I could rev the loader up and pick it up over my post to get it out of where I was at. But it was like you had to rev it way up there to even get the thing to move. It was just barely going in. And so I come out this morning, just got out here, and I went over and I thought, well, maybe it was some kind of vapor lock or something. So I let it set, which I was really figuring it wasn't. But anyway, hoping for the best, because yesterday evening just did not go very well. And because I called it an evening after that. Anyway, I pecked on it just a time or two more, maybe thinking that I could get it to go on in, and the whole end blew out. So I think there was something wrong in there, because springs was all kinked sideways. One of the little springs, it looks smashed hard. So that's probably been my problem. Something got lodged sideways in there, and I just got lucky getting it in enough that it could get backed out. Because what happened is I had it trapped over top of the post, and I was going to have to cut my post completely out to get it out if I didn't get it up. So yeah, that happened. So now I got to tear that thing, a whole little control there, and I'll show you. I got to tear all of that out, and right there you can see where it blew the end out of it. There's the piece, and here's the lever. So like, it's supposed to go in like it's going in now, but it's because the end is missing. And so yeah, I got to take all these hoses loose, and you can see how tight it is in there. So I was not planning on doing that today. So long story short, loader's down. Yep. Called a couple places. Nobody can get that particular valve. Anyway, I got to get to it. So I'll try to keep you posted on how this all works out. I'm either going to find something to redo it differently. I mean, any control valve should work as long as the fittings will bolt up. Even if the levers is different, I mean, I can adjust to any kind of levers as far as equipment goes. I don't know if you can see this little spring here on the end is supposed to be a spring, and now it's a flattened piece of junk. So I'm thinking that got hung on something inside of there. I was first thinking it might have been pressure, but I'm thinking it actually, I don't know if you can see down in there, but there's a little lip in there that it could have got hung on. Sort of looks like it might have got hung on it, and was able to do it, but it was going to be a problem. So if I had took it apart, might have been able to salvage it, but I didn't know what it was. So yeah, very discouraging, but it is what it is. I was hoping to start logging again next week. That was sort of our plan, is next Monday we was going to start taking trees down, but I got to fix my truck. Nothing really major wrong with it, but I got to cut the bed out so that the new tires don't rub. The bed is a really low profile bed. It had a set of low profile 22.5s on it to start with. I got new tires, 11Rs. They're taller. They're going to rub if I put a heavy load on it like before. Going to keep that kind of tire because I can get them cheaper. So I'm going to modify my bed. Was going to do that today if this hadn't been an issue, because I got to get this up and going before I can even unload the truck. We have a backhoe, but it doesn't have forks. I got no fork pieces to put on it. So I'm not sure if we're going to get sawing next week, because I work all the rest of the week. Mondays and Tuesdays are the only days I got. Then there's hay. Hay season is literally here. 2 weeks from now, if we get some warm days, this has got to be mowed. I mean, you can see it's good grass for hay. There's nothing wrong with that. It's not. I have no idea what it is. It was here when the place was here, but it's feeds cows and horses fine. You might have to feed a little more because of the nutrient quality or whatever, but you know what? It's better to mow it and it not go to waste. So I got a lot to do. Hannah can't really help most of the days because she's watching the kids. They're too little to watch themselves out here. A 3 and a 1-year-old this week. Dad and Mom works. Brother works opposite shifts. In-laws work. Not real sure how this is all going to work. Oh well. Anyway, I'm going to go get some wrenches and try to get this off sometime today. Okay, so before I forget, out here on the farm, I forgot to vlog this with everything going on, the tractor and everything, sawmill and stuff. We did get a perk test. As you can see, we got the backhoe out here, my dad's backhoe. The guy came, we done the deep pit tests, 4 deep holes. Good news, we're good to build as far as that goes. Still waiting on the layout. Had to send some information his way, the floor plan of the house and what have you. If you don't know and you're new, we're building a house, a log home. We started out, we was going to move a mobile home. Anyway, go back and watch those videos if you can see all the confusion. But anyway, we had to get septic either way. So 3-bedroom septic on a 30-acre farm. We figured we would pass, but we was still, you never know. So we did pass. We got that going for us. I'll be sawing my own logs for this home from the logs that me and my father-in-law are taking down, the trees. White pine. I have good news on top of everything else that's coming. I do have good news about the whole sawmill thing. I run a band mill, but maybe something to come. But you'll have to watch. So I got maybe something new in the works. Stay tuned. Like, subscribe, share. If you got any advice on the tractor issue that I'm having today, let me know what you think. If you can let me know quicker, the better. I may be just converting that whole valve body over to something totally different, totally unique for myself, just because it'd probably be cheaper to redo hoses and everything than it will be to try to buy what the Ford place said was over a $3,000 valve body that they don't even make anymore. So yeah. Anyway, like, subscribe, share. Let me know your advice on the tractor's 445C Ford industrial loader. The loader valve body is, the ends broke out of it. So I got to get it up and going. Anyway, pray for us. Thanks everybody that is watching. Stay tuned. Be with us. Good luck. And wish me luck.